The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Magandang gabi. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Bilisan mo, Nits. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. It's Saturday night once again and you are with me, Dr. Eva Aranas Angel. It's 8:30 in the evening in Kuwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa, Season 1, Episode 4 here in Talk Life Channel. This evening's episode is Nursing Home Placement in Davao City. There was one episode back where we talked about nursing home in the context of a dementia village. However, it was in Marikina in Metro Manila. This time, this is Davao City, and who knows, this just might be in your neighborhood. Now, we promised last week that we are going to have as a guest ambassador to the Philippine Embassy in Norway, Ambassador Foss. However, he requested that he will have switch his schedule because this is the time of year that our kababayan in Norway and in Iceland that he would be needed the most. So of course we understand, and along with that, he also would like to have better visuals to show us. So what we did was to pull back our schedules from before and make them a lot earlier so that this time we have nursing home placement. And it couldn't be closer to home. And I know because we promised a New Year special, we would like to show you some of the New Year greetings that we were able to get from our followers and kababayan from Ontario, Canada. Jill, can we have them?
Sana'y lagi kayong masaya at nasa mabuting kalusugan. Mula dito sa Canada, kami po ang Silva Family, bumabati sa inyo ng Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you! We are the Angeles family wishing you peace and good health throughout the year. Stay safe!
Hi everyone! From the Iriarte family of Toronto, Canada, we wish you a very happy new year.
Maligayang bati at naway pagpalain tayong lahat sa taong 2022.
Enjoy the upcoming year. Stay safe and God bless.
This is Christine.
I'm Rene.
I'm Raymond.
Stay safe, everyone. Bye now.
Bye.
So, ang saya ho na kanilang New Year, and we could have gotten more, but that's all we're gonna show for now because this is no longer a New Year special. So, let me walk through the nursing home, which is the Living Saints at Magnolia Heights in Shrine Hills, Matina, Davao City. And tonight with us is the center's administrator, president, and and chief executive officer. He is a practicing respiratory therapist since 1989 up to the present, and he is a member of the Philippine Regulations Commission Career Progression Specialization Program in Respiratory Therapy, which he helped initiate and is a member of since 2019. And he is a member of the Asia Pacific Association of Respiratory Care and Philippine Association for Pulmonary Care, and he is a member of the Outstanding Professionals of the Philippines with the PRC. He has the distinction of having been the first recipient of the Most Outstanding Professional in Respiratory Therapy in 2014, and it was given by the Professional Regulations Commission. He is a member of the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Association of Respiratory Care Practitioners in the Philippines, and currently he is the president and CEO of the Living Saints Subacute Care Center. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our guest for tonight, our New Year special, Rudolph Ambrosio. Good evening, Rudolph. Your audio. Can you fix your audio? Can't hear you. The headset is attached to the gadget. Michelle, are we okay? Okay. At this point, John, maybe we should pause for some reminders, and we will be back. And I hope the audio will be okay. Thank you. Thank you to Torrent Pharma, not just healthcare, but life care.
Stay active and feeling bagets, I drink Nestle Boost Optimum para ang muscles malakas, pati immunity at digestive health ko. Nestle Boost Optimum, lakas makabagets!
Buy 2, save 400 pesos.
This show would like to thank Tacovid Superbio, the natural vitamin E. Ganda hapon po. Nasa Shrine Hills, Matina po ako, Magnolia Heights. At nandito po ako dahil bibisitahin ko po ang isang nursing home na sinasabi nila na napaka-professional at moderno. Pero hindi naman ho mainam na pinapakinggan nyo yung sinasabi ng iba, di ba? Kaya mas maganda kung makita nyo mismo. Isa ho ito sa ating mga tatalakayin ngayong episode na ito. At kung suswertehin tayo, ay makakausap din po natin ang administrator na si Dr. Rudolph Ambrosio. So, samahan niyo po ako. Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Dr. Eva Aranas Angel. Kasalukuyan po akong nasa The Living Saints. Ito po ay isang nursing home o kaya tinatawag na long-term care. Ito po ay nasa Magnolia Heights, Matina, Shrine Hills, Davao City. Marahil ay hindi niyo po alam, pero ito po ay isa sa pinaka-moderno at pinaka-professional na pinamamahalaan ng nursing home sa ating syudad. Marami po ang mga caregivers, nurses at mga doktor among its staff na kasama po na nangangalaga sa ating mga nakatatanda. So, samahan niyo po ako na maglibot kung ano po ang merong serbisyo na maibibigay sa inyo ng ating The Living Saints para po sa ating mga nakatatanda sa Davao. Pero, sa totoo lang po, hindi lamang taga Davao ang mga nakatira dito sapagkat ilang beses na rin pong may mga eroplano na dumadayo dito mula po sa iba't ibang lungsod ng Pilipinas. Rudolph, are you with us? Diyan mo ka may lag. Did you see the video? You just showed the video. Anyway, I'll start with the first question, and this is a very difficult one. Can you hear me? Yeah. Anyway, prior to this, writing the script for this episode, Rudolph, I saw in my news feed in Facebook a daughter who posted a very sentimental post about her misgivings and resentment over the family decision to put the father in the nursing home. This is a very loving family. I've known them personally, but the decision was brought forth by the fact that
Can you hear me?
the wife.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Rudolph. The wife was the wife will be needing special care after a hip fracture.
Okay.
So you've been the president and CEO of the Living Saints for a decade, and you've seen how sons and daughters part with their parents. And what is the process like? Well, to me, it does sound very painful, but for someone who has been in the industry for the longest time.
Yes. Actually, before a patient is admitted in the facility, we would request the family members to have a meeting, and so that we can discuss with them the program that we can provide for their patient and the limitations of its program and what to expect. By then, they will have a clearer understanding of what the facility can offer them. It has been the culture of Filipinos now, that one family member would usually stay with their loved ones, but however, as time progresses and also the changing lifestyles of people around us, and also the limitations of the structural structure of what their houses can provide, the we would offer better service for them. And besides, giving them a professional care for their patient who understands and who knows how to deal with their disease entity, I think it's better off with them. And usually, um, there's some hesitancy or skepticism in the first few days or prior to admission. However, give us a few days and or a week or two, and they appreciate what they see and how their patient or their loved ones adapts to that kind of culture, new culture in the facility.
So are you talking about the patient immersing into the nursing home system, or the family member getting off the burden of the caregiving process?
Yes, we notice that once the patient is staying with us a few days, give it a day or two, they start to mingle with the same people who are there, and they mingle with them, they share stories, and they feel at home.
I have seen a list of the patients, and some are A-listers actually. So, how long or how long a term? It's a long-term care, right? So sometimes some are just there to complete antibiotics. Some are there for some therapy. But on the average, how long do they stay?
Correct. The longest resident we had there in the facility stayed with us for 4 years until the death of that resident. Um, they it's a facility that caters to respite care, chronic care, palliative. So it
Yeah.
ranges for a few months to a few years. That's that's what the facility is for.
Others 2 weeks would be enough to just to let them off the burden of caregiving, and then they can take care of themselves, recharge, and then take back the older person. I don't know if the culture of respite care is catching on in the Philippines, though. Well, much less in Davao City.
Uh,
Do you have those patients?
correct. Yes, correct. We do have some patients for that, no? It's either the one providing a family member or their caregiver would go on a short vacation, or the family itself would go on a short vacation, and they bring their loved ones into the facility, usually for 2 weeks or to a month, um, just to take care, or not necessarily for a vacation, or probably just to take off the burden of handling the or providing the care for their loved ones.
Yeah, I've had several requests for clearances for the patients staying in a facility in the Living Saints, because the family had to be on a vacation or some businesses outside of the city. So that was pre-pandemic. Now, Jill, can you show us some of the features of the facility, the Living Saints? So we have here, Rudolph, some of the
Yeah.
patients doing some
Um.
exercises.
Yes.
Is this a, if I may
The facility
interrupt you
also
for a
of
while? We had
yeah.
a program for cardio and pulmonary rehab. So is this integrated in the services that we give our older patients in the facility?
Yes. It's integrated into the care, and since the facility also offers a post-stroke program, we provide them a cardiopulmonary rehab.
Okay, and so these are our actual patients, right? And
Yes.
next one, yeah, but we have someone younger. So the next one,
Oh,
oh, this was the vaccination
the,
program.
yes. We're happy that our local city health and Department of Health extended their services to the
The
facility.
health
Actually,
office and
come again.
DOH and City Health Office?
Yes. City Health Office and Department of Health. We coordinated. Our efforts were be was fruitful. They were able to accommodate us and our residents.
I think they're among the A1, the A2s were the first to have received the vaccines along with the caregivers. Okay, so we
Yes.
have another picture. Gel. I remember
Okay.
this one. This is a transfer from another city. Can you tell us a story about this one, Rudolph?
Yes. That patient was actually came all the way from Palawan, and
Yeah.
the family in that area, they don't have that uh, personnel that who can provide the care for their loved ones. So they got in touch with the facility and asked us if we can accommodate their loved one. That patient actually is on a life support, and since the facility also acts as a subacute care, we provide them subacute care, a step down care. So they transferred the patient there to the facility. They flew the patient all the way from Palawan
Yeah.
and
That's a special
directly
flight.
to the facility. Yes,
Yeah.
they got a special flight for that one, and well, it's not the first time that we receive patients like that.
Yeah,
Actually,
I know. I know. Yeah, very very difficult patients, challenging patients have been accepted and accommodated by the center. The next one, Jal.
they actually looked for other facility who can handle step down care, and
Uh-huh.
they were channeled to us.
Oh, referral, you mean? So our
Yes,
social media.
yes.
Oh, hold on. Um, I was about to ask. The negative pressure. Is it because of the negative pressure room that we have, or
Yes, we have a negative pressure room we have in the facility. We also provide them monitors, life supports, and other equipment that the patient would need. We're equipped with that one, and we're equipped also to handle those kinds of patients.
yeah, I'm amazed because our social media presence is not really that good. I mean, we have not been promoting on Facebook. I have not been promoting. So it's amazing how is it a word of mouth kind of thing?
I guess so. Because when I asked the relative where they got the understanding or know where we are and who we are, I guess it's a word of mouth. Although we also receive referrals actually from other families and also from hospitals.
Okay. Jal, we have the next picture. Okay. Oh, this one. Whoa.
Uh,
I think this was
yeah.
your corporate um social corporate
Concerns.
social responsibility, yeah, when you gave something to the city during the pandemic for the frontliners.
Yes. We understand the frontliners when we are with them. Also, I myself is a frontliner, and we gave our support to the
Hi.
local government.
Yep.
Aside from the local government, we gave them, and we also gave support to directly to the frontliners of medical institutions. Oh, by the way, uh, since during that pandemic, since COVID-19 would directly involve the lungs primarily, we offered a free cardiopulmonary rehab program for the victim.
Post
That's also
COVID
one of the tracks that we did during the pandemic.
that must have kept you very busy.
It was a 24/7 job actually.
Oh yeah, just like SPMC. So okay, we have another picture.
We by the way,
Sorry.
we it was not limited in Davao because we got referrals as far as Manila and Visayas region. And we're happy that a company
How in the world
supported
did they
our
know about
program.
us and our program?
Oh, well, probably they text or they called or what. They had that free cardiopulmonary program, and the
Yeah,
company supported us with a free. They made a video out of it so that we can reach more people.
because
Um,
we have the machine.
yeah,
All right.
yes.
I think some of
It,
the
it
machines
it was
showed
a
slide earlier.
no. What we did is that we gave them the exercise program, and we provided them a breathing exercise, a breathing aid, which they can use during their therapy.
Is it one of the things that you gave me? The breathing, the small blue
Yes,
one?
it
All right.
yeah, the breathing aid. Yes,
I
we
still
gave
have
that
it.
for free to all the victims. Yeah.
Thank you. So next slide. We have that already, Joe. Oh,
Oh, okay. Father's Day.
I we
Yeah,
also
we
celebrate
do celebrate.
milestones, right? So this was Father's Day, and the other one was just a birthday. Tama?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We don't just we give them also those milestones in their lives, no. We we celebrate their
Celebrate.
birthdays, their anniversaries, Mother's Days, Father's Days, Grandfather's Days. That's how we let them feel that they're being loved also in the facility.
Yeah. Okay. Next one,
The
Joe.
relatives are actually surprised.
They probably are
Yes.
not even given cakes. And this is our
Okay.
spiritual
That
support. Okay.
yes. Every Sunday they're given their if they're given Holy Communion, and
This was pre-pandemic.
one
I
of
have to
that
make
picture
sure.
was actually one of that picture is actually during the World Sick Day. It is the second year that the church in that the parish in our vicinity have chosen the center where they celebrated the World Sick Day. We were chosen twice already.
Is that the shrine of the infant Jesus of Prague or the one
Ascension Parish
Our Lady of the Assumption in
in
GSI?
GSIS.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
The next one, Joe. Oh, this one is amazing. It's like a peer
yeah,
counseling, right?
yes.
So
During the pandemic, because of we have to isolate the residents there, and they're ever since we encourage visitations from family members actually, but because of the pandemic, the facility was locked down, and the relatives were supported of that move, and we have seen into our residents the uh, the pain that they're experiencing because they haven't seen their loved ones, and we offered counseling. We did some prayer sessions, and we let them understand what's going on outside, and we have seen the tensions, the pressure on them. That's just one of those times that we did those sessions. I think we done that for a lot of times already during the pandemic. It is to ease them up.
yeah, there's a lot of mental health issue that's to do with the pandemic, and I think peer counseling or any counseling for that matter would be very helpful, no matter where it comes from, but more especially from a caregiver or any of the medical practitioners. It's amazing.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so you never had behavioral problems or acute confusional states or some anger, coming from any of the residents, because these were some of the issues that I had to deal with during the pandemic. And these are people who stayed in their own family, in their own homes. But in the nursing home, I never got a referral. So it means that everything was smooth sailing, mental health wise.
Yes, the sessions were very helpful. The spiritual sessions were very helpful, and it eased them up. We never had a problem with their attitudes, behaviors, while especially during the pandemic. No, we were not able to experience those.
Yeah, that's wonderful. But when I visited, they were all very friendly and like happy that they were able to see a new face, even with the mask on. Okay, next.
Of course, because they had a Christmas lunch prior to that.
You had to bribe them. Next.
No, no, no. It's a family member who sponsored it, and they all got a good a meal actually.
More than the usual. Okay. I recognize these stands. This would be Tai Chi. We have the we have these.
Yes,
All right. Who are
yes,
these in?
yes. There are times that we have interns in the facility, and these are some of them are actually candidates for work abroad, and we teach them. We don't just teach them the skills. We also teach them this uh, s- uh, uh, tai chi. Eva, I for one is I'm a post-stroke victim. Okay, and tai chi was
So
a
am I. All right.
very
So
good
makes two of
instrument.
us.
Yes, it was a good instrument in giving me back my strength and also the confidence. And we whenever they're there, we teach them those. We do some sessions also prior to starting their work or routine the day.
All right. Oh, it's really very good because abroad, during summer, in places where I stay, wherever there are trees, there are also a lot of Asians doing Tai Chi. It's such a wonderful sight to behold. I wanted to join, but I had classes, so they start very early, and I just would walk to the university, so I never had a chance, although there were also younger set who joined the older uh, practitioners of Tai Chi. You could actually see them from the window of my room, and it was so inviting. So it's not only in the Philippines that it is popular, but even more so in Europe, particularly in the UK where I stayed a lot longer because of my stint at the London School. So yeah, I think it has a very good effect on balance and flexibility, and
Yeah,
it used to be
yeah.
very popular in the park, but I think because of the sorry state of the park, they stopped doing it, and also because of the pandemic, they cannot restart doing it.
Well, you have been into the facility. There are a lot of trees, a lot
Yeah,
of plants around you, and fresh air. Very conducive in
I like the
performing tai chi.
gardens.
Yeah,
I like the
thank you.
plants. It's a threat, especially the rubber plant. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, okay, we have a next picture. All right,
Okay.
this is the one that I
Okay.
would like you to emphasize because this is something that TLS only has, right? It's
Yes.
only the thing
Yes.
that has this. All right, so can you just go? What we're gonna do is explain the photo. Can you do it clockwise, like start from here and then we end here
Okay.
at the top?
Yeah.
All right.
We have
I think
different
start with the
kinds
round.
of. Okay. We have different kinds of equipment that we provide that we are able to maneuver or handle our patients. Okay, and also integrated into the program is doing some exercises specifically to gain their strength and also their endurance. That's why we provide a cardiopulmonary therapy for them. Um, you've seen there that we have a lifter, mechanical lifter in a tub.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
before, yeah, even before patients would be admitted in the facility, that has been one of the problems of the family members, is to provide them or give them that bait that the patients would really need. Um, it's like this. Now, how would you feel just having a bed bath all the time? It's one way of
Oh, it's
giving them back
ridiculous.
that kind of dignity. No,
Yeah.
give them back that dignity. Provide them that proper care. Give them a very good bath for that. Uh, so much investment um, for that equipment, but
You mean for the lifter?
once a patient have, yes, the lifters. And one thing that you would be looking at is after they have taken that full body bath, um, you would see their smiles. Although before going to that, you would hear a lot of shouting, primarily because probably it's the first time to be riding to be carried by a mechanical lifter. Yeah, as much as possible, we
How high
we
is the lifter?
how high? Just enough to lift the body from the bed, hospital bed, and then bring the patient to our
Top.
car wash area, and that's the big bathroom we have there, and then dip the patient to the tub.
Would you cater to different kinds of bath? Because there are those that would require some salts. There are those that would require a lot of moisturizing. There are those that would require
Yes,
something like for the flakes and oatmeal soap would be good. So, do you sort of customize the kind of bath that they're gonna have?
yes. Um, Due to the fact that these patients haven't had any bath for quite a time, you would see the texture of the skin. Yes, we do. We do saline bath, and
Yeah.
we provide them that one, and then provide them lotions after their bath. Yes,
And then have you discussed the other this thing here? One, two, three. The third one that looks like a Dynapack. That's a cardiopulmonary monitor for the
yeah.
rehab.
That's a monitor. Yeah, that's a monitor, especially for new patients who is starting to have a rehab session. It's important that we get a baseline parameters of their physiological state, and we use that monitor. And while the exercise is being conducted, that's a multi-graphic monitor.
All right. And below that is a treadmill.
Uh, no, that's a ergocycle. We use that for cardiopulmonary rehab. We also have a stepper, and we also, oh
All right.
yeah,
All right.
we have a walker. That's a
Step.
walker, no? Uh, s- uh, it's prescribed for old patients or patients who are suffering, who came from a stroke. We also have a stepper to let them perform like climbing up the stairs or something. And basically, it's regaining their lower body extremities exercises.
How many lifters do we have?
Oh, we have two mechanical lifters. One
But one
lifter
is a
is
backup.
if we want to no, they're very specific lifters. No, One lifter is to transfer a patient from their bed to a wheelchair or to a chair or to something to sit on, and the other one is a mechanical lifter specifically for bathing.
All right. Oh, okay. So I think the one that's for bathing is the one that's used more often. Okay. So I think at
Oh,
this
very,
point,
yeah, very.
sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to pause for a reminder for some commercial break, and we will be back with some more of the features of the living things. We will be back. Jill?
Stay active and feeling bagets, I drink Nestle Boost Optimum para ang muscles malakas, pati immunity at digestive health ko. Nestle Boost Optimum, lakas makabagets!
Buy 2, save 400 pesos.
Thank you to Torrent Pharma. Not just healthcare, but life care. This program would like to thank partners in plastic surgery, room S510, 4th floor, Health, Science and Wellness Building, MDMRC Hospital, Bahada, Davao City. Telephone number 0932-880-8490. This show would like to thank Basics, Aesthetics and Anti-Aging Clinic, located at ground floor Damilab 2 Building, Paras, Corner Lupo Diaz Street, Sobrero, Davao City, 0917-109-6699.
Stay active and feeling bagets, I drink Nestle Boost Optimum para ang muscles malakas, pati immunity at digestive health ko. Nestle Boost Optimum, lakas makabagets!
Buy 2, save 400 pesos.
All right, we're back. Just has been our tradition, and Rudolph, it has been our tradition here in Top Life Channel and in Kuwentong Alzheimer's at Ibaba to acknowledge our viewers who tuned in. So, just let me show some of the people who commented or who are our visitors and watchers or viewers for tonight. Of course, I need to use my magic glasses. At the Lord, always. Alam mo, pag nag-check attendance ka, corrected by parati yan. Good evening, Dr. Eva Aranas. Our guest is Rudolph Ambrosio. Happy New Year at the Lord. And we have Navilin Clarita Abad. Good evening, Dr. and Happy New Year. Thank you. And next time, don't forget your Doc Martens when you go hiking. And Novi Pelera. Hi, Novi. How are you? Good evening, Doctora. Happy New Year. Happy New Year then sa iyo, Novi. Walang shout out. And then you have Elms D. Zuniga. Is he a friend of yours, Rudolph?
Yeah, a very good
Friend
friend.
of yours? Aha.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening and thanks for watching. And we have others. Remy Magno Corticas, Happy New Year, Dr. Angel. Ma'am Remy, again and again, thank you for all the updates that you're sending me to my inbox. Happy New Year. You have a wonderful family. And Brad Bong, GR, Happy New Year, Doc. He's one of the board of directors of the Top Life channel. And we have Joby Perez. Thank you. She's always present. Corrected by Karen or check attendance. Parang si Novi tsaka si si Joby, parang si Ate Lore. And then, the CEO of TLC, the boss. Happy New Year, Doc Eva. Sir Leo, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be part of Top Life channel. As we always say, sama-sama sa one line. Oh, we have one from Arthur, my best friend in high school. Can I just read this, Doc? I'm very emotional. Thank you, Doc Eva, for sharing your program to us here in Canada. Both my husband and son are working in the long-term care for years now here in Toronto. And your topic today is so close to our hearts. Tien, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so glad to see the Living Saints. Maybe Raymond can work there in the future and help the residents in their recreational activities. Oh, okay. Raymond, we would like to have you have your, vacation in our facility. Vacation na pinagtrabaho. All right. Oh, meron pa. Ate Lore. And I just heard the facility from Dr. Eva. Yeah. At yun na nga, out of delicadeza or also because yung parang I don't know, Doc, but why am I not promoting it? Ba? I'm making referrals, but I'm not promoting. So do you accept an elderly patient? Oh no, we cannot.
No, we cannot.
SPMC is
We
the
cannot.
place. SPMC is the place for that.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
Executive University. We have another one. I know Rommel Momo. Rommel, my gratitude. Dog, this is for you. My gratitude
Yes,
to the
yes.
team behind the Living Saints. God bless. God bless you all in your work. Happy New Year. Sir, we know the story, and thank you so much for entrusting your, patience with us. Yeah. Novi, good evening, Sir Rudolph. Ay, nagregalo ka na ba kay Novi? Bakit ba? Ako, niregaluhan mo na. Siya, hindi pa. Joke lang, no? Alright, okay. Leah Kasiple. Hi, Dr. Eva Aranas Angel. Hi, Ate Leah. Malapit na tayong magkita. I miss you na. Okay, okay. Doc, can I answer this one? What inspired you to name the facility Living Saints?
Yes. At first, when we conceived it, we thought about the saints, no. And in one of my trips, I saw that one living water, and then it got into my mind. Yeah, why not the living saints? Since all of us are saints, since the people around us are all saints. Yeah, why not the living saints? So that's how we came up with the name.
Yeah, I also had something similar because I went to the election village of Milwaukee, and they were calling some of the people and the residents as angels. So, and also, I went to Singapore 5 times to visit some of the facilities, and they had names like saints, but nothing about an adjective for the saints. So, I think when we agreed finally on uh, the Living Saints, yeah, the name just stuck, and it has a it's very euphonious. It sounds very good to the ear, and at the same time, it has a very good context to it, diba?
Yes.
What
If
can
I
you
may
say
add to
about that?
that, remember. Yeah. If I may if I may say so also. Remember when we had our blessing of the facility, the priest came to me and told me, you have a very big responsibility of using that name. But yeah, I told the priest, yes, I know. And he liked it actually, because what he told me is that everyone is considered as a saint actually. And he was really surprised, and he loves the name. He liked the name.
Yeah. Oh, we have another one from Atulor. Thank you, Paul. I'm just inspired by the name of the facility, and it is true we are called to be holy. O, diba? Dolph, we had the right name for the facility, the Living Saints, TLS. We actually,
Yeah.
diba kami TLC, Talk Life Channel. TLS naman tayo, Dolph. The Living Saints. Magkalapit lang.
And you
Alright,
know what,
so,
no? People working in the facility, you would be able to see if really they have their, it is in their self, the passion to provide that
Yeah, I
kind
like
of
Anthony
care,
and
and you will be able to see them perform it. And whenever our, if I ever talk to the staff, I always tell them that think of it as if they are your parents. You provide them
I
that
think
kind
it's
of
the
care,
opposite.
that love that you would want to give. And I also told them, keep on telling them, who knows, maybe one of these days you will also be ending up as a resident there.
Ako napa-reserve ako sa ano eh. Sa Dementia Village. Pag may spa na.
No, we're going to have that. We're going to have that.
TLS and TLCS. Paggawa ka ng spa, pero pa-reserve ako dyan.
Oh, we
And
provide
then,
foot spa.
foot lang. The whole body. Exfoliating. So
No.
go. Do we have, Jel, do we have the next pictures, please? Ano pa ba?
Oh yeah.
What do we have? Oh, these are our visitors. Are these the visitors
Yes.
from Japan?
We have the visitor. We have. I don't think you have the picture of the visitors from Japan, because they have chosen the facility wherein candidates for caregivers to be brought to Japan are trained in our facility. The one picture there, the dark, a little bit dark ones, that's a
Yeah.
group that actually support us from Manila.
Oh, our benefactors from
Yes,
Manila.
yes, yes.
So let me ask you this question: how do we sustain our facility? Because it looks expensive and we don't charge much. No? So is it from endowment and benefactors and patrons and sponsors?
Okay, that's a hard one. It's like this,
Yeah,
no?
because I saw my
Um,
name in the name. I saw my name there.
yeah, yes, yes. It's like this. These people, the names that you saw in on that wall, are
Outside.
actually the people who have shared their time, their effort for the
Logistic.
facility. Yes, and well, if you come to management perspective, you just have to contain the costs. Although it's quite hard, and especially during the pandemic, it was really a very big test on us. Thank God we were able to endure that time, and the families of these relatives are also very supportive. Our donors and benefactors are very supportive to the facility. They know we are in great need of the the things that we need for our patient.
Yeah,
We're
because
just so
the caregivers
thankful.
were also on a lockdown, right? We never asked them to go
Yeah,
home.
especially in the first 2 months of the pandemic, they were on a lockdown in the facility, and that was really a cost for us. But thank God we were able to endure that time.
Ay, teka, andyan yung mga pangalan. Bakit tumigil sa pangalan ko? Huwag na. Okay. Thank you, Jel. Yeah naman ako. I think these are our
Oh, that's
visitors.
yes, these are the Japanese visitors I told you earlier. They're the ones who went to the facility. They like the facility, and they have chosen the facility to be the training ground for candidates of caregivers who are going to Japan.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we have not yet shown is how spiritual this place is. Jel, do you have the slides where we have the chapel and we have icons and everything else that's got to do with? We have the Holy Family Chapel and we have the Pieta that we got from. Is it from Italy? Kinuha mo pa. Kinuha mo from Italy. Anyway, we
You
don't have
you
that
you know what?
picture.
You know what? We really I really would like that chapel to be a place in the facility. We don't just provide the care that they need. We also provide the emotional support. That's why you have seen a picture there. The caregivers are giving some emotional support to our patients. That has been our attitude there. No, we don't just keep the patient inside their room. We often converse with them, have a conversation with them, and the chapel. Yes, that
That's my
has really
favorite
been one of my
in the facility.
yes. Yeah, that chapel was really. I really have. I would just say the it really has to be there. That's how it is. Yeah.
So pretty. Jill, do we have the photos of the facility at night? Because it's really so spectacular. It looks good.
Oh, at night.
We have not, yeah, yeah. We
Doctor.
have night photos. You didn't
Yeah,
know.
Doctor
Night
Eva.
photos of the facility. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Sure.
I hope you get to stay in the facility for some time.
At
Oh, that's
night.
the chapel.
Yeah, that's our chapel. But it's
That's
actually bigger this time. And
yeah. It's bigger. It's bigger now.
yeah, it's bigger now.
That
And then another
that
photo.
crucifix there was that crucifix there is actually came from the old house of the owned by Dr. Kuching.
Oh, the
That's
one
an
in
antique wood.
from the Arabaca family.
Rizal. Yes, the Arabaca. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Kuching,
the
Arabaca.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's an
I know
antique
the
wood.
beautiful. Next, other photos. Do we still have other photos of the facility, Jill?
Uh,
Oh, I know this photo, Rudolph. You were so happy I visited. Huh? There's the
yes,
pieta.
I was surprised. I was really surprised. And I was really very, very thankful that you visited us. I know you how busy you are, but you really have passed. I
At si Kuya Bang ayaw
so
maniwala na I
thankful.
was in the facility. Yeah, you had to take a picture to show to him that I was actually there present. This was
Yes,
like
because
2 3 years ago before the pandemic.
Bong knows that you're very busy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Bong knows that you're very busy.
And there you
Oh,
go. This is our
yeah. That's
night
a night.
frame. It's pretty.
Yes, yes.
It even
Yeah.
looks like a resort. You know.
Don't get mistaken, no? But when if they start sleeping, the patients are brought inside their rooms.
Yeah, they just want to be outside to see people. So, at the Lord said, people of Davao
Oh,
are very lucky to have living saints.
you would be
Who gives
surprised.
holistic care for the elderly. Congratulations and more power. Thank you po. Uh, Sir Leo, I am excited to visit.
Wow.
Ha, Rudolph, maghanda ka. The CEO of TLC wants to visit TLS. I am excited to visit the facility and will be on my list when I visit. Please tell me, Sir Leo, I work very close to the facility and it's just like five blocks away lang ba? I'm very poor with direction. But it's pretty close to where I work. So I can bring you there, Sir Leo. Magsabi lang po
Doc
kayo.
Eva, if I may add,
Yeah.
Doc Eva, if I may add, one of the spectacular, or if not, really, really I love the scene at night. You could see fireflies there. You could
Oh, I
see
haven't seen a
fireflies.
firefly in like 50 years.
I really
Okay.
love those scenes. Yeah, I really
Do you
love
think I
those
can
scenes.
sleep there? Because I really
Yeah,
need
that's
sleep.
you'll be on a hospital bed.
Yeah, you tell me when there's a vacant room so I can go sleep there. Maybe I can sleep. I'm looking for
But not
places where
now. We're full.
yeah, I know. I know when I visited, everybody was busy on their feet. Okay, next. Do we have other photos to show? Gel. Yun na ba? So,
I hope you
this is a
can.
1 hour
She can.
show, but I think we're given the permission to extend a little bit because it's New Year, and
Yeah.
we have to work hard on a New Year. So, I have one question, Rudolph. What you're doing is difficult, emotionally, financially, budget wise. I'm the program director, and everything is just there. Okay. These are the things that you do. These are with regard to medication. These are the, it's like planchado. In your case, it's different on a day-to-day basis or on a patient-to-patient basis. So, what prompted you to come up with something like this one? It's a very difficult project. And I know it's not
Okay.
just business because I know you. Huwag
Yes.
kang mag-brag.
It's actually like this now. No, no, no. I've been doing home care for quite a while already, but sometimes that's the decision to move from the hospital to an acute from an acute stage to home care. It's just is not logically good or sounding, and so I thought, why not make a facility that would provide a subacute care, a geriatric and a subacute care at the same time. So that's what prompted me. And another thing is my parents were the one who challenged me. They liked it. It's just sayang because my father was not able to see that. It's my mom who was able to
Your
see
mom
that.
was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's something like a passion. Probably it's something that I would really like to give back to society. And may ang punot dulo ko talaga nito is I hope and I pray that in the very near future our government like they've been talking about comprehensive healthcare plan, no, and the government would accept PhilHealth to be extended
Yeah.
for chronic care,
You share the same
or post
sentiment as Dr.
hospital
Ramos,
self.
actually.
Yes, post hospital facility. You know, Eva, there have been a lot of pre hospital needs, pre hospital facilities. There are a lot of hospital facilities, but there are no facility that can provide a post hospital service that is going to be accepted with our healthcare insurance.
It's
That's
very
really
popular in
my
Singapore.
yes, that's my probably yung suntok sa buwan ko na I hope to see the light that that program will be implemented and will be made into a law that it could be extended to chronic care.
Part of the universal healthcare, actually. But Dolph, have known you for the longest time, and when we planned this, I mean, the funny thing was I would be somewhere doing my rounds, and you'd be waiting, and then it would be a coffee shop in the Mofsa, and then it'd be a
Yeah.
coffee shop downtown. Sometimes it'd be a bomb. So it really took a long time for this to take shape. And no, who knows? Nobody knew. We've been in existence
Uh,
for 10 years.
to tell you the truth, the first time I discussed this with Dr. Kuching, we were writing some notes on a tissue paper on one of the
I
coffee shops.
know. In
Yes,
coffee shops.
and
Yeah.
that
And
yeah,
that's
and
why
that
I
is what
invite
it
the
is
coffee
right
culture.
now. Yeah, but you know what? We're not stopping from there. We're not stopping from there. We
Go ahead.
hopefully, and God willing, we will be able to establish a dementia center hopefully we'll also be able to
Um,
expand to a bigger lot area.
yeah, I
We
was
have
about to say
limited
that
space. We have
because
limited space.
with well with the subspecialization of nursing homes, like we have dementia villages, we have intermittent or intermediate care. Um, do you have any plans for expansion? I know our place in Matina is a bit, I'm not saying cramped. We're not yet on full capacity because we're not using the second floor yet, right? But
Yes.
there just might be a chance that you're using a lot in Samal for a dementia village or something similar.
Yes. The
Nabanggit ko yung
second
Samal.
floor. Yeah. The second floor is actually on its way
Sorry sa
already.
Samal.
We have plans for that one. The Samal, yes, or who knows? It might be in Mintal. We're on the drawing board already.
Yeah, nearer.
Um, you know what?
Samal would have been good for me. Baka pwede ako matulog doon.
Yeah, you go ahead.
You're lagging. Um, we are um, we are also planning a dementia village, right?
Yes, yes.
Well,
That's in the drawing board.
yeah. So, but what I'm trying to say is, there are a lot of things in the pipeline, except that we just need the perfect timing to do all of these things. We cannot do all of these things together at the same time. So it's just one. So, um, I think that's
It
just
needs a lot
about
of
it. Okay.
planning.
So,
Yeah, it needs a lot of
planning I
planning
know,
and
but I'm here.
support services. Come again.
Nagma nagmamagaling na naman. Pero yeah, I know in your heart of hearts you've always wanted to have a charity wing. However,
Yes.
we have MBA people in the team and the bottom line would be the FS, right? The financial statement. So maybe for now, not yet, but that's part of our plan. That paying patients can actually support our charity patients.
Yes,
Diba?
that's in the pipeline also of studying about it. And it's really hard, no? It's really hard, and I've been discussing this with the board. I've been discussing with this one with our accountant, and what we can do is well, some of
And
our
your table
donors
has been,
some of our
you've been
donors
discussing
give
with this
support. Some of our
veto.
donors give support services for this one instead. In a little way, we're starting to do that.
Well, all we need to do is really just hope and pray for the best for the center. After all, we're not doing this for ourselves, but we're doing it for the older persons who really need it the most, and also to their families. Okay, Dolph, you're out of the frame. Okay, so I was just about to say my parting words that we are doing the things that we do, the living saints, not for us, but for the patients and also for their families. So, I'd like to give you the virtual floor for your parting words before we zero in on the next episode.
Yes.
Parting
It
words.
it yes. It needs more work. We try to do what we can. It's not for ourselves. It's for the people who needs our services, who needs us. It's uh it's a work of love, and we're just thankful that there are a lot of people supporting us and patronizing our services, and people who trust our services, people who trust their loved one to be brought into the facility.
And even foreigners,
We're just
support
there
us.
to, yes, we have had several already. We have had several already foreigners who stayed with us. It's just this that we're just so thankful to them that they entrusted their loved ones to us. And every day is a challenging day. Every day is a new day. Everything is every day gives us a new lessons, new challenges, and that's how I think we cope up. Not only for the staff around there, but all of the people who are sharing the same passion with us. The caregivers, the nurses, the therapists, the medical doctors around, like you. You're the program director of the geriatrics there. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rudolph Ambrosio, for sitting with us, even if it's a new year, to share the news about the living saints. Because it would seem that not a lot of people know about it, because we just don't advertise. We just let the people know about us by word of mouth, which I think is a better way of promoting our center. And so, like you said, every day is a new day for our caregivers. And the same thing is true about the leaves of the rubber tree behind you. Every day is a new leaf. And I'm saying hi to the rubber tree in your office. Okay, so when I visit,
You
I
have a
know it's
very
gonna be.
nice capit window.
Thank you, thank you. And then we have our place
Thank
to
you,
it. I
thank
have
you.
to look for a handyman. Thanks so much for sitting with us, and I'm going to request Jel to show us the next
Happy New
episode.
Year.
Happy New Year, and thank you so much, Rudolph.
Thank you. God bless.
Jel, can we show the next episode? And I hope this really airs because we're going to have a lot of time zone issues. So, um, before you show the slides, I would like to say that this is an episode where we are inviting physical therapy students and physical therapists, occupational therapists, and other allied specialist groups and even nurses, if you might be interested to listen to Dr. Mike Chua. He is a certified dementia therapist. So he is actually a physical therapist, but he had his doctorate in Texas, and he is well known as a CDT or a clinical dementia therapist. And this is something new that we are going to introduce to you next week, January 8th, 2022, same time, 8:30 in the evening, Saturday night, here in Kuwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa, Season 1, Episode 5. So Dr. Mike Chua, physical therapies, dementia, physical therapy patients in patients with dementia. So those who are students might be interested, and those who have patients with dementia might also be interested. So he's based in Tennessee, so we just might have some. Uh, we just need to coordinate our time zones. So that might be very early in the morning for him, and it's 8:30 in the evening for us here. So please watch this episode next week. With regard to the ambassador, he gave the date of January 15, but of course, everything is a bit fluid right now. So we're going to wait for a final word for him. But in regard to the next episode, we're going to have Dr. Mike Chua, a certified dementia therapist. And that's something new that we are going to introduce to you and bring to you in Kwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa sa susunod po na Sabado. At ako po ay si Dr. Eva Aranas Anghel na nagpapasalamat po sa pagsama ninyo sa akin ngayong gabi, lalong-lalo na po sa Board of Directors at Officers ng Talk Life Channel. Nandito po kayong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Happy New Year. And to Angel, again, you will always be my angel. Kahit anong oras po maaasahan. Jel, thank you so much. I'll make it up to you. Medyo busy lang ngayon dahil motherhood, wifehood, food, ano po ba matatawag mo, among other issues that a woman has to attend to. And also, I would like to thank the viewers for tuning in. It's the first day of the year 2022, and yet you are with us. And so, like I always say, sama-sama sa TLC. And to the men in my life, Daddy Boy, and also my son Enzo, we love you so much. And thank you for being very helpful. We don't have kasambahay in the household, so he's been doing a lot of house chores. So thank you so much, Anak, and we love you. So this is all we have for now, and thank you so much. And so please be with us again next Saturday, 8:30 in the evening. And the Kuwentong Alzheimer's at iba pa with Dr. Eva Aranas Angel. Like we always say, sama-sama sa TLC.